Mm-hmm.
Morning.
Hmm?
Morning, he says. To his mumble of food.
Mm-hmm. Morning. Stayed at that Springdale spot. It was a party A last night. There were quite a few people there. So many people so that we couldn't really find a camp spot besides camping right next to the fire pit, which was okay. But yeah, there were quite a few people there. So today is September 26th. Shout out Robbie. Happy birthday. Hopefully I'll be able to get some service to shoot you a text or something. And yeah, we're gonna just cruise along. Beautiful fall color changes. I don't know. I got food on my mind, so I'm gonna think about that for a little bit. Oh yeah. Baby, we climbed to the top. Baby, we go to the top. I don't know what got into the Magpie this morning, but holy hell, no lube necessary. Like her joints just started moving quickly. My joints need at least a little bit of loving and a couple kisses before they can start creaking and groaning that way. But wow, she was already, I don't know. Baby, did you lube up this morning?
I mean, I got moving quickly.
Holy hell.
I mean, I did have to race like a very long climb up to the latrine this morning already.
My joints were just breaking.
That might have been my warm-up, was walking up to the bathroom.
We're gonna call you No Lube Necessary Magpie from now on.
I don't think that's a nickname I want.
Why not?
I just think it has the wrong connotation.
Why? It's saying you go fast in the morning and your body doesn't need time to warm up.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Huh. I can't foresee what else you're thinking about. Wow, my belly sweat has started.
Yeah.
I had to play catch up and wow. I'm telling you, my joints were cricking. They were creaking and groaning. Cricking and groaning. Groaning and cricking. Cricking and groaning. Breaking and brawning. Brawning and breaking.
Alright, that's enough.
I don't know. All right. So, just did some quick math with the self-lubricator up there.
You can stop using that. It's not funny.
Okay. No new trail name?
No, I don't want a new trail name.
Okay. I wish my joints would self-lubricate themselves. My knees and like legs and all the like little joints inside are like tight iron that just creak and I'm not going to go back into that. I think I already talked about that. What I was going to try to say is Magpie just did the McMathel math.
I just did some math.
Magpie just did some math. I guess my brain is getting a little weirder today for some reason. I thought I got rid of the weird. But Magpie just did some math, and where we camped last night is sub 11 hundo, baby. You know what that means? From where we camped, it's 1090 miles to the end of this trail. And you know what also that means? In 90 miles, we will be in the triple digits. Woo! Only took 5 months to get there. But yeah, in 90 miles, we will be sub 1,000 miles on this trail, which, oh baby.
It pretty much lines up exactly at the end of the Superior hiking trail.
Yeah, that feels all types of good. Wow, I didn't think we had dropped below the 11 hundo mark yet, but we did. I'm trying to be informative for you guys, but all my mind can think is different trail names for Magpie. But I will withhold because she doesn't like. So instead, 1090 left. Let's get it. We're eating some miles. Resupply was light. We're definitely not eating food. We're eating miles though. We're eating miles.
I can give you some food if you need it.
No. Never.
I have extra.
I'm gonna eat leaves and roots. I'm gonna eat all of the tiredness and all of the exhaustion and use that as my fuel. Yes. Okay. I think somewhere along the way too, we did in fact eat a mouse because we must have had a mouse for dinner or breakfast one day because I haven't heard Mickey Mouse in a while.
Good. Your grass needs to die.
I think everybody's upset that they haven't had Mickey in a while.
I know for a fact that I'm not.
I didn't bring him into Minnesota with us. Oh. I'm tempted to do it, but if I do it, that means he'll be in Minnesota and that I can't get rid of him again. Yeah.
He's happy there. There's lots of cheese in Wisconsin. It's perfect for mice.
Oh, that's true. There's a house for my beaver?
Look.
Oh, that is a beaver house. They have a good life right there. Good job, beavers. Good job. Wow, nobody's at this campsite. This is the second one that we passed after we night hiked through that parking lot. Where we camped, wow, it was busy. Baby, we climb?
I don't think we go up it.
We climb.
Nope.
Why do you never want to climb to the top with me?
I don't want to waste energy.
Waste energy?
Yeah, go to the top.
It's never wasted energy when there's a mouse around.
Uh-oh.
Can I hear your Mickey Mouse voice?
No.
Minnie Mouse voice?
No.
Why do you think that'll make me do a Mickey Mouse voice?
Yeah.
We don't know that.
I have a pretty good guess that we will.
You always know what I'm going to do before I do it now. It's not fair.
I've been talking to you and only you for 6 months.
Baby, you know my inner workings too well.
Yes, I do.
You actually know where my jokes are going and you beat me to the punchline sometimes. Y'all, I don't even film this and I don't think I've talked about this yet, but I try to do jokes throughout the day and Magpie will finish my joke 60% of the time. There's still some weird ones I can get her with, but a lot of the time she'll finish the joke. It's not fair.
It look like you tell the same kinds of jokes over and over.
Yeah, but they're different varieties.
Yeah, but I know what like the form is.
Yeah, but the punchline can always be different.
Right, but I know where it's going.
Oh, it's not fair.
Maybe you need some more variety. Shake it up.
I always do.
Okay.
The structure of the joke is different. The punchline is different. The theme, just because the theme is the same doesn't mean the structure and the deep intelligence it takes to bring up these jokes is not different. Baby, I craft them. I'm like a blacksmith in the bellows of the irony ore places. I don't know where they actually work. I think they work in the bellows. And I'm at the blacksmith shop, just being jeez, my mind's not working. Maybe I'm not intelligent. Being a master craftsman, but with jokes. Okay.
Sweating away next to your joke forge.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes my mind does sweat next to the joke forge. I'm like, is that one really that good? And then I craft it up and smelt it down again so I can like get the edges refined just for baby.
I appreciate all of your work.
Thank you. All right, so now we're starting the Obargy loop. Just walked through a parking lot that was, oh baby, it was packed with some hikers. Where, I don't know, it was packed with cars. But, wait, what does this say?
Children should be kept close at hand at all.
Baby, fall colors, what do they remind you of?
I don't know.
They kind of look like my hip chafe.
Oh,
What was that noise?
that's rough, baby.
Uh-huh. So we don't go on the Obargy loop. Instead we go there. The Uborg loop. Obargy. One more time, baby. Obargy. Okay, agree to disagree. Oh, so many hiccups. Oh yeah, baby. Go ahead, get down with that steepness. Oh yeah, it keeps going. There's our lake.
Yep.
We've been missing her. Oh, we're pretty close.
Yeah.
Huh.
Another place to sit down and have a snack?
Toots ma goots, baby. Toots ma goots. Very pretty. Nice little ridge run we got going on. Hey bear.
Snack time?
Are you a wiggle bear?
I guess.
Sure.
Snack time. Hi.
Hello.
Why are you zooming in on me? I'm sweaty.
Uh-huh. All right. Happy birthday, bro. Magpies gives you a wave. We'll have to see you this ski season, so happy birthday, brother. Love you. Not any words, huh, Magpie?
I'm chewing.
Interesting. We're getting back into stick season. Uh-oh. I started hiking in stick season. We're getting back towards it. Uh-oh. If y'all don't know what stick season means, it means all the leaves are dropping and it's just sticks. It's beautiful, but it's also an uh-oh, because that means, oh baby. One, that means it's getting cold, and two, that means, God, I'm not gonna cuss. God darn it. That means I've been on trail for a long time. Whew. Next month is my 8th month, maybe, I think. Jesus. Since the Florida Trail in February. Oh, baby. What a year.
We're coming up to the next big climb now.
Yeah.
This one actually has switchbacks.
Sweet. We're just eating through these climbs today, folks. When the climbs are like this, where the trail you can actually put a foot in front of the other without having to bounce around rocks, you can just eat the climbs. Even if it's the same grade, up or down, it's way less effort. I feel like I'm pointing out something that's actually pretty common sense, but feels good. Feels good to just eat the climbs. Yeah, that's nice. Oop. We really did catch the leaves at the perfect time.
Yeah, we did.
Like, this is beautiful in itself too, but those tunnels of colors.
Yeah.
All right, this is Mystery Mountain campsite. I don't got much words for you. It's not gonna be a mystery what I gotta do and why I'm shortness of breath right now. Wow, wow, wow. Throw the trekking poles down, take the pack off. Oh, I need TP. How do I get TP? How do I get TP? Oh, it's so bad. Oh, no.
Here.
No, no, no.
TP. I got TP
No,
for you,
no,
baby.
no.
Are you ready?
Oh, yes, please.
Go.
Thank you. It is not a mystery what's about to happen. Oh, been feeling her. Okay. Oh, the glory land. The glory land. Let's keep that batting average up. Glory, glory, hallelujah. So that trail is a bamboozler. If you find the latrine at Mystery Mountain, follow the pink flag and tape. Don't take a right. It tries to trick you. It almost ruined my perfect average, but we're safe. We're safe. We're happy. We're content. It's like 11:30. About to eat some lunch. Done 10 miles of like bouncy stuff. But like I was saying, the bouncy stuff when it's like not chunky trail, but just climbs, easy. Easy peasy. So lunchtime, good time. Cool, cool. Baby, weight limit. Oh, that's cool. Sweet. Oh, the sun's trying to poke out. It's a trying.
Yeah. Oh, look, they have the chairs running.
Really?
Yeah, if you look over between the two stands of right.
Oh, baby. Ooh. Wow, so much more green than usual. I bet you can see Canada. Maybe not yet. Wow. Pretty campsites. A lot of these boardwalks through this little section after the river, they seem pretty new. So thank you all trail crews. Really makes it a lot easier. So as always, thank you. Oh yeah, we about to get it. Wow, it's turning so green.
Look.
Huh.
It's like orange here and then green in the valley.
I know. Pretty. Finally seeing blue skies today. It's about 2 o'clock, and the skies are, finally starting to get blue. We have about 14 miles left, so we've done, 15 and a half? I think we're doing like a 29 and a half today to a campsite. The trail, it's gotten cruisy. I think this is like the third or fourth time I said this today, but you're still doing climbs, but the climbs are just so much easier. Just light pack, cruisy mind, cruisy body, cruisy tread, just a lot of good cruisy stuff. So feeling good, feeling really good. Superior Hiking Trail, you've been pretty awesome. It's coming to an end though. We got the day into Grand Marais tomorrow, and then I think like 40 miles from there in the Superior Hiking Trail. Check, check. Cannonballs, baby? No. Why not? All right, first trail log in a long time. I can't get the, one second, I'm gonna pan you on this view real quick. I really can't get the thought process of where they put trail logs for the Superior Hiking Trail. They're very sporadic, surprisingly. We run across maybe 1 or 2 a day when we're doing 30-mile days. For how popular of a trail it is, you would think there would be more, but alas, there's not. So I'm gonna sign this one, then keep cruising. Beautiful spot for a trail log. Good spot. Yeah, I just wanted a photo. A fluffers? I like fluffers. Guess what? This is where I could hold my sermon.
This is actually an outdoor chapel.
Oh, don't make those jokes. Don't make those jokes.
There's like a Christian summer camp just down the road.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So don't make outdoor sermon jokes?
Probably not.
I wanted to really make a joke about, do you know what my sermon would be about? You're smiling at me. I think you know. Do you know what my sermon would be about?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think it would be about?
How sweaty your nipples are.
No!
Oh, what is it then?
Adventuring with Cinnamon!
No, stop it.
Baby, I haven't done Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you. Keep it up.
But you don't want to do Adventuring with Cinnamon.
No, I really don't.
Oh, okay. Part 16. That was pretty beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Why'd you ruin the beauty with a stupid joke, baby?
I didn't.
Oh, wait. Saying I didn't makes it sound like somebody did.
Well, I think that you said that because you know. You did.
Yes. That's a wobbly boardwalk.
Very wobbly boardwalk. Let's go.
We should just call the Superior Hiking Trail the Latrine Trail. I'm gonna go find me another latrine. Man, I'm a brown blazer for real, baby. Feels good. It feels good. Wow, this is a hard campsite to camp at. Look,
This is rough.
this is rough. You're going, whew.
There's like one good spot.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Time to go back up.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Good viewage. Just rolling hills now, not many cliffs left.
Yeah.
These hills are pretty cruisy. Alright, so that is called Indian Creek. Just past the water source there. Was gonna grab water there, but it looks a little silty, so might keep on cruising. About 5 o'clock. So I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet, so to say. It's a good pun for this scenario. And go to a dentist in Grand Marais because my tooth, one of my molars on my top left side, has just been fighting me the past 2 weeks about. I'm very sensitive to temperature, and then like right now it's just kind of like pulsing and sending kind of constant pain and sensitivity. Every time I drink water, I have to swish it to the right side because if any of the water hits the left, it just sends jolts of electricity. So I'm gonna bite the bullet, so to say, and hopefully go see a doc in the box dentist in Grand Marais tomorrow, the 27th. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they can fit me in, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a quick and easy procedure. I'm assuming it's just a filling. It feels like a cavity. That could get potentially worse, but I'm hoping that's what it is. So yeah, if I haven't talked a lot in a lot of these videos this past week or even 2 weeks, it's a lot of the time is because my mouth is just hurting and I'm trying not to intake air a lot. So yeah, hopefully the dentist office is a productive visit. All right. So I guess there's a shelter on the top of Lookout Mountain. All right, unless you want to drink river water, this is the last water going northbound for a little bit. If you're going to do one of the campsites on the other side, like the Cascade River campsite. Just a little creek, a little off of Lookout Mountain. This would probably be your water source if you're going the other direction for Lookout Mountain too. So, gonna grab some ogs. All right, so what's interesting is Magpie's maps, as well as the signage, has this being the official trail. The Gaia maps have the other side of the river being the trail, and this being a spur trail. But I don't know if they changed it or what, but yeah, we're on the left side of the river instead of what I thought we were gonna run down, touch the falls, and then come back up the right side. So follow the blue blazes, as well as Magpie got the maps from superiorhikingtrail.com or whatever the trail association was. So yeah, I thought that was just important to point out. Whew, don't sleep on this river walk. It's bouncy. It is bouncy. Bouncy and rooty. Alright, so this route, I think it's going to end up turning to be maybe a half mile longer to a mile than perceived, because now we're going to be getting into camp at about 7:20, which is still a good time. But yeah, if you're coming down to the Cascade River, it keeps you on the left side, and it has a bunch of chunky twists and turns that aren't on the map. It's a Superior hiking trail, but I think erosion has changed it throughout the years. So I thought I would just point that out. So in case you were trying to link your miles up to not night hike or something, yeah, it's going to be like half a mile to a mile longer, and it's quite chunky trail. It's finally opened up to cruise after cut log camp, but yeah, be aware. There you go. All right, 7:06. Trail puts you on this little road to cross the river yonder. And the campsite is about 1.2 miles from us. So yeah, 7:20ish. We're gonna get there a little bit after, maybe.
Yep, the reroute was longer and it was not marked. There's no mention that it's different from what they have on their current maps.
Well, guess what?
What?
We'll get above our 30 in today.
Yeah, we will.
Sweet.
We haven't updated it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right, Superior Hiking Trail, I shall cut you some slack. You may have gotten a longer trail. You may have done lots of bouncy bitsies, but I shall cut you some slack because you gave me the very privileged opportunity to do. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Baby! There's a weight limit. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't cuss on here. Yes, I forgive you, Superior Hiking Trail. You let me do the weight limit joke. Thank you. Thank you very much. Do you want to sign the trail log tonight or tomorrow?
Sign it tomorrow. I'm lazy and hungry.
Okay. We got to camp. Sweet.
Nice.
Very nice.
North Cascade campsite. According to the map, we did 29.5. We probably did more like 30 though.
Yeah. All right, so we did above a 30 today. That's missing about 4. But with the events maps, if you look at the starting ping and the ending ping, you will see we got above our 30 in today, and we're cooking up now. Got into camp. Good.